Hey, Josh here, SNE Weather. Just want to give you guys an update on our Christmas storm that's going to be barreling on through here. So here we are. This is on Christmas Eve, and we got our storm forming out here. Sorry, one second. And we got our storm. All of this is our storm forming and strengthening. Um, And as you can see, it's going to be quite a potent system. 992 millibars, 990, and you got another low pressure developing on the backside. And that low pressure is going to scoot out underneath us and weaken a little bit. And this one's being the main part. And you can see right here, out here, that this has gone negative. And as we all know about negative tilts to the jet stream, it's not the greatest of scenarios, but this one's going to be pretty much all rain and not much of snow, unfortunately. And this will definitely take away any snowfall that has fallen very easily, taking it all out, and then it exits out. All right. Here's the GFS, same thing, showing the same scenario, and heavy downpours, thunderstorms, flooding. Definitely going to see some heavy downpours and some flooding rain, most likely. Um, so it's not a great situation for um, Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. I do apologize for that. Let's see. So this is about 1 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day. So the GFS is actually showing more of a Christmas Day scenario. And let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing with the Euro. So it looks like it's more Christmas Day than Christmas Eve. So whatever plans you have, I would say for now I think they're safe. But we've got to keep an eye on it because we never know with these systems as they can, all of a sudden just go ahead and start moving, accelerating in forward motion. Here's the rainfall. This is the European computer model with like pretty much a general actually, I would say an inch and a half to about 3 inches of rain falling. Um, some could even have isolated higher amounts. You've got snow on the ground. Some of these places, now, I would say pretty much this area here, most of your snow is gonna be melted by late Christmas Eve night, because the temperatures are supposed to rise. It is supposed to stay rather mild. It's 20 after 6 right now, and it's 38 degrees outside my house. That area, I think, is because of the not they didn't get as much snow. I don't think there'll be too much snow on the ground. However, these areas, I would say like right in here. Oops, let's do that again. Got a little swirly finger going on there. Um, I would say like pretty much like, man, I don't know why I keep doing that. But anyways, let's try that one last time. So pretty much right around here. I'm just gonna circle like that. Actually, you can even bring it down over here. Anywhere they got a foot of snow or more, you guys are gonna still have snow on the ground when this rain comes down. And if the sewers are not cleared out, you're going to have some really large amounts of water on the roads. So, my advice to you if you're traveling on Christmas Day, keep your eyes peeled and pay attention to the road because there are going to be some large ponds on those roads. And I would just keep an eye on that. There's definitely a lot of concern I have. With this storm. One is the precipitation amount. You got snowfall. So what's that mean? Well, the recent snowfall, then all that rain coming down, you're gonna get some flooding. The ground is gonna be super, super, super saturated, and which is gonna lead to other problems. Let's take a look at the GFS real quick. I mean, the GFS is a little lighter, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It just looks like a solid swath of rain, and I mean, You saw the GFS show the same thing the Euro showed. I think these precipitation amounts are way off. So I don't think the GFS is right about this. Let's get into here, and this is the part that I'm worried about. Look at the size of these winds. You are talking between 60 and 80 miles per hour gust. These are gusts, not sustained. I mean, look, you got hurricane force right in here. A pretty swath line of hurricane force wind gusts coming up through Connecticut and Long Island. I mean, even on the Outer Cape, you know, these areas here, look, hurricane force winds in gusts, obviously. I'm very concerned about this because if you're getting gusts like this and the ground's super saturated, trees are going to fall. So we got to keep an eye on that. The National Weather Service, as far as I know, is in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range. I think they're being conservative with the winds. Um, you know, let's take a actually before I even get into any more of that, let's let's look at the GFS. GFS not far off either. Just yesterday, the GFS was actually a lot higher. Excuse me, a lot lower. It was only like 50 to 60 mile per hour, but this is showing a lot more. You know, I don't know why they're 50 to 60 miles per hour. Maybe eventually we'll find out more about that. But it is a concern, because the trees getting blown around like that. There's a good chance you might see some fall, and just stay safe. That's all I could say. Keep your eyes peeled, and you know, um, I will have an update on Christmas Eve, and I want to give you guys an idea of timing. When is it going to come through? When is the worst of the winds going to come? I could tell you that right now, but until I can get more data, I can't get a an accurate portrayal of it. I mean, the storm could slow down, the storm could speed up, and I don't want. I rather do it the night before Christmas before anything else. But Christmas Eve, hey, if you gotta travel, do it Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve night if you have to, and sleep over someone's house or whatever you gotta do. It's always great to be safe than sorry, as my father used to teach me. Um, so my advice is if you can travel on Christmas Eve, but if you can't, Christmas Day, uh, on Christmas Eve night, I will have a post on these winds. When's the worst of it and everything like that, and when is the downpours going to happen? I mean, most people are probably going to leave mid-morning, and I would have to just double check to see what time these winds and the rain going to develop. Now, this is another concern I have. This is the 925 millibar level of the atmosphere. And there are some really intense winds coming in, especially this area. I mean, that's practically almost, I don't know what happened to my pencil. That is practically hurricane force. And like I said, 925. And if we get thunderstorms, there is a possibility, although slight and minor, that some of these winds could try to mix down. Another problem too is the temperatures. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s. That is not going to help because when you get temperatures start, being high, going up high like that, it could aid in mixing some of these winds down to the surface. So it looks like a really crazy, could be a crazy weather day, but we'll see what the end result is. I mean, like, this is saying, what's that, about 4 o'clock in the morning. These winds are really pumping up. This is, oh, what time is that? 10, 7 a.m. This is about 10 a.m. and then it moves out, and then the winds should start subsiding after that. But don't take this as your final resolution, because I'm telling you right now, this will change. But I am a little concerned, and this is another concern is, I showed this the other day. There is a risk of thunderstorms to gonna come right through. We'll have to watch this. I mean, no matter what, these would be severe because the winds are going to be over 60 miles per hour. And that's the other thing too. How much of these winds that are being shown here are being mixed down from the thunderstorms. So that's the other thing we have to look at too. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this over the next few days. I will have another update tomorrow, and then I'll have another one on Thursday, and then it's all hands on deck after that. So this might be the shortest video I've done yet, and hopefully everybody stay safe and have a Merry Christmas.